everybody, it's Carol. I just got home from the store. I'll show you what I'm wearing and then I'm going to show you what I eat right now. This is like my latest breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm just wearing a white t-shirt by Faded Glory and I'm wearing my Steve Madden bag in lime green, and I just have a pair of these biker shorts on. So comfortable, you could sleep in them. They were only $5.99 at Ross. And then I have my most expensive pair of shoes that I've ever bought, and they are my Prada loafers. And to me, these are like the Cadillac of all loafers. They are the best made shoes I've ever seen. I've had these for over 20 years. They look like brand new. I just, have to wash the side and the bottom. They have the logo there, and they are just the most incredible, comfortable, and long-wearing shoes I've ever had. And every year I just go back to them. It's a size 36.5, and they came in black too. I should have gotten them in black also. Okay, so that's quickly what I'm wearing. Nothing special. And I just want to show you that I took this drink with me today, and it was my watermelon slushie. I just freeze half of my watermelon in chunks, and I keep half watermelon in the refrigerator, and then I take a, hold on. That's better. Oh, I hate when that gray is showing. This is Gray Away by EverPro. Love this. Okay, so I take an immersion blender and I blend the watermelon, and that's it. I put whipped cream on it, maybe a drizzle of caramel syrup, and if I have ice cream, I will put a scoop of ice cream in. Otherwise, just the watermelon. It could last you for hours, this drink. It's just so delicious. Okay, so let's start with breakfast. This is my current fave breakfast. First I peel the orange. And you know I'm from the East Coast because I say orange. Everyone from the West Coast, I think in the Midwest too, say orange. Orange, orange. All right, so I peel that, and then I microwave this. So what I do is just open it up. I just make a tear. I put it in for 30 seconds. 10 seconds left. Now, this is one of my 2 breakfasts that I have been hooked on for the past, I would say, year. It's very, very hot. Woo! And I take a bite of this, and then a bite of the orange. That's my breakfast. Now this is another variation. I take these Italian breadsticks. They're called Brooklyn's breadsticks, and I love brie cheese. That is my favorite. Or I take mozzarella, the stick cheese. I put some raspberry jam, and I put it in the microwave for 12 seconds. Then I fill my cup 1/3 of the way with water, and I microwave it for a minute, and then I put in Great Lakes collagen gelatin protein powder. I mix it up, and that's what I have. Here we have 2 breadsticks with a little unsalted butter, a little piece of the camembert brie cheese, a little raspberry jam, and my coffee. I have my decaf coffee that I put my powders in. Now, this is my current fave lunch. I get a bag of soup from the store, the supermarket where they have hot soup, and there always seem to be out of this. This is Italian wedding soup. It feels very heavy. It's about $12 for this bag. I can make about 8 lunches out of that. And I'll show you a clip of what I do. I take the soup and I lay out my containers. I put links to these containers below. I lay out all my containers and I make sure I have the covers. Sometimes I don't. And I am going to fill each one up, and that will be one meal for me for lunch. And I always add water to it. I double the size because I'll show you in the next clip how I spice it up. Not with spice, but how I flavor it. Take this bowl, and I'm going to empty everything in this bowl. So, push everything to one side of this bag, and now I pour it in. Get every drop out. Okay? Now, I'll take either this or this. Let's see. I scoop up and I put it in there. Scoop up and put it there. It still needs some more stuff. You want to try to get the meatballs equally shared. All right, this one we'll use for 2 servings. All right, so 6, 7, 8. Okay, now let's continue to fill it up because we've got 8 good portions here, which I think is pretty good. Now, they charge me $12 for the bag, which is 2 large soups. A large soup costs $6, so for the bag, it's 2 large containers of soup. That's what the bag really holds, and I make it last more than that. I make my own Italian wedding soup also. Okay, so each one gets a bit of the yeast, and then I put a little butter in. This is the magic butter. This makes everything taste amazing, basically. I'm gonna put the Parmesan. So the only thing I have to add when I'm ready to heat it up is water and some protein, which piece of cheese I will put in. And also, I make some pasta on the side and I add to it. So it's kind of a hearty lunch. Look at that. Ooh, nice. And these are freezer, dishwasher safe, microwave safe containers. These will change your life in the kitchen. Look at that. And then this is the one I'm going to use now. So I mix that up. I'll put half of it in my container. Okay, so I've just put half, and I will fill the rest with water, and I'll microwave it for 2 minutes, and then I'll put a piece of cheese in it, And I'll put, I know it seems like a lot, but it'll fill me up better. Okay, I have some homemade DELI and save this for tomorrow. And now we'll try to make room in the freezer. Put this cheese in it and this pasta, and I'll put this away. Okay, let's get the soup. You see, there's no flavor missing. And then the cheese. Just let that all melt. That'll help cool it down, and that is enough protein for me, enough substance, and that'll make me feel good for the afternoon. I currently have a new craving. It is dumplings with sweet chili sauce with wonton strips on top. It's so delicious. I have been making this for lunch. I even put it in a to-go cup and I run out the door. But it really is good. Either the pork and vegetable or the chicken and vegetable or just the vegetable dumplings. You could microwave them, you could saute them, and then the wonton strips just add a crunch. Now, I have a favorite way to make chicken salad, and I love to put it in little tomato cups. I use light mayo, and this is the can of Kirkland chicken breast. This is the absolute best. This I get in Costco, and if I don't get Kirkland, then I get any other brand, but the chicken meat, as you can see, is just so white and delicious looking. So the added special ingredient, which I learned from Costco when they were handing out samples, is Mrs. Dash Original, which is incredible. The flavor is insane. Everybody I've made this for raves and raves about it. So here I am mixing it, getting the tomatoes scooped out, and the final product. Okay, so now dinner is another creation altogether. Every night it's something else. If I make too much of something, I cut it up and I freeze it, and then as long as I always have something there to eat, I'm happy. So I have a baked potato with butter and sour cream, and I have a iceberg lettuce with Marie's blue cheese, and a little piece of steak with lemon and steak sauce. Another night I'll make round raviolis by Celentano, and I will just put half a dozen into the microwave with water. I'll open up a jar of Rayo's homemade marinara sauce, and I'll put grated Parmesan cheese on it, and I'll have the most delicious meal. That is the only, and I mean only, jar sauce that is acceptable for me, since my family says I make the best sauce in the world. This could take its place. This is the absolute best, and I am telling you this from being an Italian cook for many years. If you don't like spaghetti sauces in a jar, try this. It is incredible. Here's a quick tip for all you cooks. When I open a jar of Rayo's, I know I'm not going to finish the jar before it goes bad. So I immediately freeze it in large square ice cube trays, or these skinny ones that are meant for to-go bottles. I freeze it in a plastic bag, and then I take them out as needed. It's a good tip. Then I'll put an Italian sweet sausage into my air fryer and cook that. I'll butter a little roll, and make a delicious salad with apple cider vinegar, extra virgin olive oil, and oregano. And it tastes exactly like my mom used to make, which also tastes exactly like the Olive Garden's delicious salad. So, that's basically what I eat in a day. Here's my soup. It's like a baby. Oh, and I am wearing Grande lips in butter rum today. I love it. And I have my Cali hat on. And that's it. Just running around. I brought my mom dinner. Whenever I cook something, I like to bring it over to her if I can. And just ran some errands. And now I'm home for the night. So I hope you have a great night, a great week. Thanks for watching, and I have a good video planned for you next week. I can't wait to see you. And remember, I love you, because I can see you. Gooey Monte Cristos with brie and ham, and bringing it to Nana's.